dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team from the Big 10, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Bruins' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better. Take the touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air, it's Hoover. The screen, and watch out. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
And you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you could regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team from the Big 10, the UCLA Bruins. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Thomas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing third and long. To the air, it's Iamaleava. He's moving out of the pocket. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
I think that's an easy decision for the QB, too. It's 3rd and long. You're in field goal range. You've got an opportunity at 3 points. That play designed to try and get the first, but it's not there. Give the defense credit. Throw it away. Let's get the kicker out on the field.
And, man, this one getting off to a slow start, trying to get some points on the board, and the dreaded doink. And listen, points at a premium right now because nobody scored. But, man, that was inches away from being really good. We're still tied 0-0.
Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Give to the running back. And it's sucked out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And all the visions and all the great things you anticipated happening for this fella, like in the first carry you put it on the deck, like that is a frustrating start, man. What a momentum swing in this game, too. Early fumble, early turnover to get this thing rolling.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
This time on target.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. And he's rolled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st. The
Bruins are on the move. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quarterback moving. Touchdown, Bruins! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bailey. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Makes the grab. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Quickly complete. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
He's taking the shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Horned Frogs come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Got it, looking for the first down. It's a running room. Smashes through the tackle. Delivers the stiff arm. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. And the Horned Frogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be on.
Turning on the Jets. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The lone back's got it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Hoover. He's going to fire deep. He's got it on the left. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30+.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take another shot here. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
The give to the tailback. Finds a crevice and picks up 5 out to the 8.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They'll leave it with him. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Grab near the marker. It's Thomas. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Got a man, it's Thomas. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Bruins with the 1st and 10. Running to the left. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football game.
There he goes. Got some room in to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Fires left. And they won't be able to connect downfield. Looking for a big-time play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll go to the air. signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Hunt is on its way. And the returner is stopped. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. The 20. Touchdown, TCU. And they turn it into a defensive score. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fair catch, called for and made. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. That's caught. It's Cox.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Touchdown, UCLA! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll give it to the back. Look out, he's got room. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. We are just about ready to start the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
To throw, it's Hoover. The screen, he can go. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
To the air on second down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Horned Frogs need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Makes the catch. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Snap it to the back. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Phone number. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for space, it's Thomas. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. He uncorks a bullet to the right. He's got it along the sideline. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on completion before the defense brings him down. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it in.
Touchdown, Bruins! And they add 6 more to the board with a trip to the house.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he's coming out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. They'll start this drive going to the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Scanning the field, it's Iyamaleava. Moves away as he feels pressure. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We've still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision making.
Finds him out of the backfield. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Dead center perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Going over the top. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job for...
Wide open spaces. Lowers those pads. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up...
Looking for a deep man. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Finds his open man. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Fires Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Great throw, great time, and you can see his receiver breaks for the out route. He's in stride, in rhythm, hits him so he can get upfield and get the ball in the end zone.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Gives it on the option. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Here comes the heat. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Makes a connection. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Kent turning it on. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Bruins pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man down the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Bruins with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw again. Makes the catch. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait.
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back at an opportunity like this.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
But and most QBs will tell you it starts from the waist down, and the feet have to be tied really well with the upper body and with the mechanics. And you could tell, drifted a little bit there. Because of that, inaccurate throw.
The Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Back to throw, it's Hoover. He's taking a deep shot. Got a man in the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They'll send the back in motion. Caught near the sticks. It's Barnes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Bottom field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Slings it downfield. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
He'll get rid of it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Finds his big tight end. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He might want another play. Wants to throw on 3rd. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it. They should be able to kneel this one out. They'll move the tight end. They're going to run it.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. And this